Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Monster Strike, let's do a monster review of Miroku, the latest limited character to get a Transcendent form. And I've always really liked Miroku. I got her very early in this JP account, and I've used both versions of her a lot. They have about 500 uses each, which should go to show you how much I like her. And then this Transcendent form is based on the Ascension version, but she gets some nice things from the Evolution version to make a really kind of well-rounded, strong character. But she has 6 abilities, which is pretty crazy. She is Water Bounce, with No Block, Flight, Fire Resistance, Fire Slayer, Recovery, and then the double bump combo. So yeah, lots of abilities. Stats are super high as well. My Miroku here, she has all the scrolls, Hero Scroll, Level Scroll, Super Bias Scroll, so stats are higher than normal, but yeah, 30,000 before the gauge, and then with the Slayer, that's very, very crazy. She's great as a direct attacker. She has the same 12-turn, becomes a Pierce, Null Everything strike shot, which I love. I was really hoping she was going to get the 8-turn with this Transcendent form, but she might have been too powerful then. Maybe if she didn't become a Pierce or something, she could have gotten the 8-turn, but still, 12 turns, that's pretty good. And then her bump was improved. She gets the Chain Lightning from the Evolution, but becomes the Super Chain Lightning like Gabriel. And then her Defense Down Blast from the Ascension version is also upgraded to the Super Defense Down Blast. And then because she's a Transcendent form, both are at full power. And then she's a balance type. So it's just the standard damage for both. The new Null ability that she gets, Flight, is kind of major. It makes her more versatile. You could bring the old Ascension form to lots of different quests, because she did have the Null Everything strike shot. But because she can handle the mines now every turn, that will really open up those quests to her. She can't go to Amaterasu, unfortunately. Because you need Minesweeper for there, so you can pick up the mines and do the damage. With Flight, she won't be too useful. Recovery is always great, especially when she becomes a Pierce, and then you combine that with her Fire Resistance, and then yeah, she'll be really useful. She could be good in the new Izanami hard difficulty levels as well. And then her strike shot, you know, she still gets a very, very high multiplier, even for that low turn count, so she can be a great attacker. But the bump combo might be the biggest, most important change to her, even more than Flight. The bump combos of her old Ascension version were so bad that she might as well not have had any. But she didn't need it, you know, because her direct attacks and her strike shot were so powerful. But she has the Super Chain Lightning and then the double bump combo. And then along with the upgraded Defense Down Blast, I think she could be a great candidate for a sidekick Ableberry. If you compare her to Gabriel, Gabriel is a Blast type, so she gets the 1.5 times multiplier to the Super Chain Lightning. But Miroku has the ×2, so it's basically like she has a 2 times multiplier, so she'll do more damage than Gabriel. The only thing though is that you have to hit Miroku twice, and that's not always possible. And then the Defense Down Blast, you know, it lowers the enemy's defense. But with the Super version, it has a greater range, and it does good damage by itself as well, like 70,000-80,000. So yeah, with the Sidekick Ableberry, that'll become a pretty powerful bump combo by itself. And so with her good bump combos in combination with her strong abilities and strike shot, she suddenly becomes a very well-rounded character rather than kind of a specialist like before. But if you have more than one Miroku, you might want to keep one in the Evolution version, and that's what I'm going to do. I still use that version in the tower, maybe like 4, even 5 floors in there, and then as more versions of the tower come out, where they, you know, mix up the elements, I'll continue to use Miroku Evolution in different floors. So I think it could be worth hanging on to that. As for Ableberry's good for her, I would say Sidekick, like I mentioned before. Also Kin Strength to help with her crazy attack value. And then maybe Strike Haste, get that first strike shot out earlier. You can give her a Survivor, that will work great with her fire resistance. And then I did give her the Super Bias Scroll. Usually you don't want to give the Super Bias Scrolls to balance types because they kind of get the least advantage from it. But since Super Balance types get the extra damage on the opposite element, Miroku, she's only going to go to Fire Element quests anyway, so that 5% should help. Okay, I think that'll do it for the review. Next, let's take a couple of her to a quest. Okay, and then we'll take her to level 35 of the tower, but the east version, which is now Fire Element. And then let's go left and right. Let's just set off Miroku's bump combos, and yeah, I guess that was enough to take down the anti-bounce guys, which is pretty crazy. Here with Sailor Moon, let's hit the Miroku again. And that is enough to take down those two guys there, so yeah, we're already seeing that bump combo is pretty strong. Gimmicks in this quest are damage walls and gravity barriers and blocks. Miroku only has the null block always on, but with the strike shots she'll be able to become a Pierce and then manage the gravity barriers and damage walls. But here we can go through the blocks, take down these two robots. And then here let's hit Miroku, let's see the damage from the bump combo. That is very good. If there was a sidekick Ableberry or a Spirit Crest, it would have taken down those two guys for sure. Yeah, but again, the range of the defense down blast is pretty good. And then also the range of the Super Chain Lightning is better than the standard Chain Lightning. Alright, so bump combo there again, good enough to take down the anti-bounce guy, which is again crazy. And then my other two characters, I'm bringing Verdandi. She has the double null and then the blast bump combo, so she can get out some more of the Super Chain Lightnings. Then also Sailor Moon. I had her in the Ascension version for a very long time, but I never used her. So I switched her to the Evolution. And then, especially in the tower, I think I'll be using her more. Okay, let's see what kind of damage the bump combo does here. Okay, pretty good. It's hard to do like 600,000 damage on a little guy, so that's not bad. And then we'll go through the blocks here. Okay, here let's use the first tier of Miroku's Strike Shot. She'll become a Pierce, and then get the Null Everything. So she'll be able to go through the Gravity Barrier, get the Slayer damage on the boss, and take him down. I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've ever done that. First turn, take down the Babel sub-boss. And then, I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but I think the Guardian's Hatcher, which Miroku is in, it has 10 characters in it, 2 of each element. So I think they're going to take 5 of the characters out, maybe put them in either the Monster Collection at the end of the month, or in the Elemental Hatchers. And I think Miroku is one of the ones that they're going to take out. They're going to leave Watatsumi. They really need to make more quests where Watatsumi is good. It's like Kinky 11, and that's it. Yeah, but Miroku, super happy to have her. And then I have a sub. I pulled a 10-shot right at noon today, and I happened to get Miroku in there, so that's very, very awesome. Okay, but we're in the boss stage here, the first one, so we'll get rid of the little guys first, and then take down the boss. And I haven't been paying attention, but again, Miroku does have the recovery, so as she hits the teammates, I'll get the HP up. And then my Miroku, the first one there, she has the Survivor Ableberry, so she's taking less damage than the other guys. And then here, when we get the one-hit KO, let's look at the units, see how much damage they take. So yeah, less than Verdandi for both Mirokus because they have the fire resistance, and then even less on the my Miroku because of the Survivor Ableberry. Very cool. And then depending on how they design the upcoming high-level quests, Miroku would be really good for there, I think. Because she has a lot of the things that you want for high-level quests. Slayers, recovery, strike shots, which increase your attack and speed and stuff. And then also the resistance. Lately, you know, just there's been so much damage coming from enemies. Most recently, the Izanami hard quests, but yeah, the resistance, that can be very important. There we saw the range of the Super Chain Lightning. That Miroku was in the center of the screen, but the Super Chain Lightning was able to get to that wizard who was almost in the corner, so that's pretty good range. I think it's the same as Setsuna's Holden. And then here I want to pinch between the two guys, but the Chain Lightning took him down beforehand. I used Miroku to make the max look of Arcadia, of course. Might be interesting to play that again and then see how strong the bump combo is in there. Okay, there goes the boss there. And then here, just for fun, let's use Miroku's second tier strike shot. And then we'll use it on the boss in the weak point, even though it doesn't have the defense down. But still, crazy damage. I was tempted to use Hamlin in here along with Miroku because he has the ability to erase the gravity barriers, but I more kind of wanted to show what Miroku can do with her strike shot, the null everything strike shot. Okay, and then a healing strike shot from Sailor Moon, very cool. And then let's use Verdandi Strike Shot, take down the boss. And then let's see if the defense down blast is close enough. No, it is not, but didn't need it. Okay, so that was Miroku. I'm very excited about this new version of her. I want to use her a lot. What I've been doing lately is trying to get appearances of Hakua and Dyna. And I don't know if Miroku would be very good, because neither of them are a fire element. But I'll use her for other purposes. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.